guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Fast Sokaji Cosplay, and today we are back as guys with the OC. Yeps. Episode 27, so the finale of the first season.
The ties that bind.
Oh,
so...
am I in a wedding somewhere?
Yes, I think it's the wedding episode. Julia's gonna marry Caleb. Last episode we went to Vegas for the bachelor party.
Yeah.
Which did not happen because Caleb wasn't there for a party. We found out that he basically had lied about the whole thing. He made sure that Sandy and Jimmy were not going to get a liquor license because he found out that he could sell their building at a much higher price.
Yeah.
I can't speak. That sounded weird.
Big profit.
Much
Big
higher
money.
price.
Oh,
yes. So Sandy, I mean, he was pretty mad. He destroyed the deal basically, and Jimmy punched him in the face because of Marissa, because he found out about that too.
So she's not forced anymore to go live with him and her mom.
At least we
That's
expect her not to be forced to go now.
The deal is off.
Yeah. So that's going to be good for Marissa. But she has another problem to deal with, unfortunately. Teresa's pregnant. And, I mean, it could be Ryan's. It could be Eddie's. And if she says, like, she has no support, she has no nothing, and if she said it's Eddie's, it's going to be worse than the situation right now. If she says it's Ryan's, she might have an out. But then in that case, that implies that Ryan will have to take care of the baby, take care of Teresa. And that doesn't sit well with Marissa.
If she doesn't know who's the father, they can still make a test to know who's the father.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter because if it's Eddie's and she says it's Ryan's, no one will question it. No one will want to question it because that would mean pushing her in the arms of a guy.
She told Marissa that she doesn't know who's the father.
Yeah, but if she says it's Eddie's and it goes back to calling him out for help and support, he is violent. He can't be counted on. So for her, it works better if she says it's Ryan's. So we'll see. And anyway, he's probably gonna think of that situation and that possibility as well. So we'll see how they handle that issue.
I told her that we will get at least one teen pregnancy in this teen drama.
Of course, because it's a teen drama. It's necessary. It's part of the qualifications. But and aside from that, like, we just had a fun time in Vegas and a little drama between Seth and Summer, but they cleared out the air, so at least they're back to being fine.
Nothing than a hooker or escort to really solidify your couple.
Yeah, something like that. So, that's pretty much what happened last episode. Let's jump in this finale and see how they end the first season.
All right.
Don't forget to subscribe, guys, if you want to know when these episodes come out, and check out our Patreon for the full reactions.
Okay, let's do this.
It's a bit funny, the black guy. It's deserved.
Would you like another one so that it's gonna be equal on both sides?
Now there's a portrait of a man headed to the altar.
What the hell do you want?
No, it's not what I want. It's what Kirsten wants. Peace.
It's always because of Kirsten.
Well, yeah.
When you railroaded my dinner, was that because of her too?
No, that one was for you.
What are you gonna do when I'm not around to make you feel better about yourself?
Are you going somewhere?
Maybe. Like, say, San Quentin.
What the hell are you talking about?
What did you think I was doing in Vegas? I was trying to save the Newport Group. Selling that property was supposed to keep this company from going bankrupt.
I told you it was more than we
Kirsten never
thought.
said anything. So that's why you wanted us out of the restaurant so fast. Are you sneaky? Not so successful, son of a bitch.
Enjoy it while you can. I got the DA all over me again. Must smell blood in the water.
What does that mean for Kirsten and her job?
She can still open her own architecture business.
Does Teresa's mom know?
Not yet. Teresa's not ready to tell us. So don't make the whole thing feel too real.
I got news for you. It's real.
Sandy,
You know how many unwed mothers used to come through my office?
we all know how real this is. Can we just eat dinner?
All right.
What's up with Kirsten? Has she been in her shoes, perhaps?
Hey man, it raised me.
I'm not talking about Seth, like maybe she was pregnant before.
Pudding.
Maybe.
I think our child rearing.
Oh, hey, sweetie. I have my secret recipe. Take out. Oh, thanks. I had it where. Right? Can we talk?
Pudding.
I've been thinking. You're not ready
You're not ready
I'm
either.
not ready for this.
I know, but we can.
No, I can't do this. I'm not gonna do it.
It's okay.
I'm not gonna have it. Baby.
It's fine. It's a harsh, difficult decision, but if she believes that's what's best for her and for the potential baby.
Did she say when she was gonna?
Soon. I guess.
Well, then at least maybe everything can go back to normal. Not that anything around here ever is normal.
More normal than this.
I think we should spend this whole summer just being normal.
No
We're
stress.
not going Seth to that, are we?
That would be impossible.
If we don't have an episode set in summer, that's gonna be a possibility. If there's an episode in summer, forget it.
So I'll take you to your appointment tomorrow.
I can't believe I'm actually doing this.
You don't have to.
Yeah, I do. I make $11 a day in tips. Not having this baby makes the most sense.
You don't have to make the decision that makes the most sense.
Right. Coming from you, I mean,
Maybe it wasn't always
Great
like
job.
that.
Sometimes things just happen.
yeah, but never to someone like you, right?
You don't know that, sweetie.
The problems are not the same because they don't worry about money,
Sorry.
but they still have problems.
I don't regret the decision I made. I just wish that when I was trying to choose, there was someone there for me.
I told you, I could guess. I saw it coming.
Who was the father then? Jimmy?
Maybe
Or
Jimmy.
Cindy? Jimmy?
Maybe. She was with him back when she was in high school.
Remember that part last night about me not having the baby? As hard as it is to imagine having a baby, I can't really imagine not having it.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have it.
I have to.
Yeah. That just sets a lot of problems between him and Marissa again.
I didn't say.
Normal, you
So all of
said?
a sudden she just
Yeah.
decided to change.
Alright. Want some breakfast? Pancakes? Waffles?
She's leaving? Looks like it.
You're leaving.
I talked to my mom. I told her everything. I should have left last night when I saw the look on your face.
You can't blame him for being scared.
We can figure this out together.
He's willing to help. That's like much more than a lot of kids that, turn out to be fathers.
And come with me.
You have a better support system here. Just saying.
I talked to the DA.
Otis. What did that padload have to say for himself?
It's over.
What the hell am I supposed to do?
Well, have you told the future Mrs. Nickel about your financial situation?
What are you saying, Sandy? That Julie's only marrying me for my money?
No, never. Of course not. But you might think about postponing this thing.
Impossible. The wedding is tomorrow. I have never let anyone push me around, and this is no exception.
Yeah, but you would be pushing her in a situation where it's basically Jimmy all over again.
I appreciate it.
Sort of.
Yeah.
It's ironic. Julie leaves Jimmy, marries you, now he's worth millions, and you're gonna be broke.
I don't believe in irony.
Oh, well, that's too bad, because, it might be just the thing to get you through this.
Irony?
What are you planning, Cindy?
Hey. So where's Teresa?
She went back home to have the baby.
So she's having the baby alone.
Some mother do it. And some mothers are amazing at it
I'll
too.
keep it brief, I promise. Tomorrow is a truly important event.
Don't fuck
As
it
a
up.
father, it's a great joy to have a family and to watch that family grow. We've all been through a great deal together. For better and for worse. But tomorrow, the Nichols, the Cohens, and the Coopers become one family. Cheers. And many thanks.
Cheers.
Oh, he's thinking of going back to help her out. Do you think we end the season with him going back?
I hope not. I know this is gonna sucks with Teresa, but
I've been thinking. I need to go back.
Oh, he's doing the right thing though.
I'm leaving.
Oh. What it means, I don't agree with. His reasons for doing it are noble.
yeah.
He's being a really good person for a teenager too.
So we all good?
I'm not fine with this
I
either.
was your guardian. I can stop you.
But if you taught me anything, I'd do whatever it takes to protect your family. She's my family now.
We are too. You can stay here, so can she. We can make this work as a family.
I can't ask that of you.
You don't have to ask.
We would
That
do
of
it.
them.
Never could ask.
It's not just that, it's Teresa wants to be with her mom and the rest of her family.
Yeah.
When you took me in, I had nothing. No family, no hope. I don't want this kid to grow up like I did.
Well, just because you're leaving doesn't mean I'm letting you go.
I mean, they don't stop being his family because he's away.
No. Whoa, this is a beautiful place to get married.
With what is broke? It was paid already. Although weddings are always cool in teen dramas, you know. It's so bittersweet. Well, sweet.
I don't want him to go.
It's done.
It's done. I don't know for you, but I really kind of hope that they will not get married at the end of this first season.
No, in a teen drama, they have to get married first, and then after that, she learns what happened.
And then get a divorce.
Yeah.
I just want you to know. I understand why you have to do this.
So it breaks her heart.
But I wish you didn't have to.
Me too.
He's gonna come back next season. Come
They've
on.
got 4 seasons of this.
Yeah. Aww. It's gonna be really hard for him too.
I'm kinda scared though that since Teresa is gonna be back in Chino, he's gonna learn that she's pregnant and that Ryan might be the father.
I don't know if we see him again, so.
We might.
Like I said, he's not, he's not gonna stay in Chino for long, so come on.
You're still gonna see him. Gina's not that far away.
I just can't believe he's leaving. She's the first real friend I've ever had.
Yeah.
She's the only real friend I've ever had.
You had me.
Yeah, but that's not the same thing. You don't get it. Before he got here, I was the biggest loser. This place was hell for me, okay? I can't help him, and I can't even imagine what it's gonna be like here without him.
Oh, Seth. Maybe it's all the insecurities that come back. What it used to, it's the trauma of what it used to be before him.
What am I without Ryan?
He even gets back
With
the
his
style.
old look, with his old style. Oh.
Gotta leave, and same as I came in. Exactly the same. White tank top, gray hoodie, and the leather jacket.
A little something for the road. Don't worry, I didn't make it. But if I did learn to cook, could we convince you to stay?
No. She changed a lot, considering she did not want him here.
It's been a year.
Thank you for inviting me to your home. You guys, this year was,
For us too.
Oh.
That's gonna be the harsh part.
It's really not taking it well. He's taking it worse than his girlfriend.
you need a nanny, I'll take the graveyard shift.
I think we'll match.
I was afraid you'd say that.
You can come down and visit me.
Dude,
Sad.
he doesn't want to go. He kind of has to.
He knows that.
So I'll see you then.
See ya.
You don't want this to be the last time. Come on. And we're bringing back the song from the beginning too. And she's exactly where we met her. We're bringing back the shots too. Through the car window exactly in the first episode. Same. Ah. Oh. Now he's got a reason to go again.
Yeah.
He's just taking his boat and leaving. He's not even fucking telling his parents. He's leaving a fucking note. Seth! Everyone is down! He changed his sail.
Hey!
Well, that kid fucking changed everyone's life here.
I love Canadian and she's going back to her.
Of course.
Oh man.
She needs to cope, and he's not there anymore to help her. Defense mechanism. It's back to their old ways. You know, they kind of lost a child, you know, and the other one ran away. Beautiful episode, but Jesus Christ.
Oh.
It's really sad.
It's gonna be gone for a whole summer, you think?
I don't know. I'm guessing season 2 starts at the beginning of the year, sort of. We can't, you know, well, we'll probably see Seth coming back somehow. And Ryan will have to settle in Chino. He could stay in Chino for a few episodes. Like, it could happen, depending on how they go at it. But, it was a really, really good episode, yet very, very sad ending. And I really love all the callbacks to episode 1. From the clothes to the shots to how, you know, they are seeing each other.
The beach, yeah.
Even the problems are coming back. Marissa, we'll talk about her first because I think she's the easiest to talk about here. She understood that he had to go back. And that's the worst because we can't blame him for wanting to go. We can't very well tell him not to go because that turns us into horrible people. If you think about it. Like, let's just leave that girl that you probably got pregnant alone to raise your child.
But, okay, the thing with teen pregnancy, not everyone is ready to be a parent. That when you're younger, even when you're
but he's
older, if he chose to just support her but not being there, that's his choice.
She did. Well,
but he decided to be there for his child, so that's still fine.
But that's the right thing to do. She did say something about, you know, I'm going back. You could go back too, you know. She doesn't want to raise that baby alone. I think she was willing to do it if necessary, but Ryan is not that type of person. He's always been helping the people that are in need. And in this case, if he's the father, he actively created that situation.
But I think there's also the fact that since he's known the Cohen, he knows what's a good family, a good support can do to someone, and he doesn't want his child to grow up like he did.
Especially, yeah.
So yeah, he's gonna be there for his child. He's gonna help Teresa to raise that kid.
It's very understandable why he goes back, and Marissa understands it. Doesn't make it easy on anyone. The parents, Sandy, Kirsten, they also understand why he's going back, but it's not easy. Like, to them, they just lost one of their sons, and they got really close to him in the 1 year he was here, and he got close to them. They saved him, and in his way, he kind of saved others here.
Yeah.
So, and Marissa, like, she's going back to her old ways because she doesn't have her support system anymore, and as much as I kind of wish that, you know, the jig being up would lead to her staying with her dad, it didn't. So now she's living with Caleb and Julie.
But
yay!
yeah, the thing is, I think Caleb, the deal was, if you go live with your mom and I'm gonna give your dad the money. So if you don't, she still has to go and live with her, even if it's not her shorts.
Somehow, maybe it's because they think that if, you know, she doesn't go, he's gonna take the money away.
He could.
How?
He got means.
It's been deposited. Like, it's done. It's over. He probably has means to do some shit. And
Yeah.
Julie, okay, I did say, you know, the jig being up and stuff, but Julie doesn't know still about. Well, I think she's starting to have doubts, but that could be for season 2. In any case, she thought for sure that Marissa was coming back because she wanted to, and she's not, and she's gonna let her know. Now that Ryan is not around, she's definitely gonna let her know.
Oh.
But we'll see how that affects the relationship, if it does. Both between her and Marissa and her and Caleb. But yeah, I'm expecting to see season 1 Marissa next season at first, you know. And Ryan, still the same. I think the stress could be hyping up. I don't know if we're gonna see Eddie again. It could be a problem. I don't know if we're ever gonna learn who the real father is. I don't think it matters at this point. Yeah, what matters is that she can't really tell Eddie that he's the father, and Ryan can't just assume the baby doesn't exist because of that possibility.
Yeah.
So he's gonna take care of him.
Like I said, I'm
her.
kind of scared if Eddie does learn that she's pregnant.
What he's gonna do?
Because I don't think that Chile is that big of a city. I don't know, but
well, he's on their territory, you know.
People gossip so easily, so maybe he's gonna learn the news.
Oh, he's gonna learn eventually. I just don't know if they're gonna show him. I don't know if we're seeing him again, if he's coming back. But yeah, we'll see how that. I mean, it's gonna be a bunch of stress, and he will be back to his hometown, which in a way is good. But he also lost a brother. He lost his parents. He lost his girlfriend. He lost everything he grew used to. So I'm also afraid it's maybe gonna bring back old Ryan a little bit. Like, he's gonna go back to his defense mechanism, his way of coping with things, and we'll see. We'll keep an eye on them next season, I guess. But the one that hurt the most was Seth.
Oh.
To me, it's like.
But like he said, before Ryan was there, the
place was hell to him.
He was so alone. No one understood him. No one wanted to talk with him.
Yeah.
He had no friend. I'm not even sure if maybe he had depression before Ryan was there. Like, he was maybe in a depressed state of mind.
Well, I don't know if maybe not depression, but maybe on his way to depression. Because, I mean, he could still, I think he was still functioning, but he was really cut off from the rest of the world. At school, he was an outcast. He had no one, and that he was very lonely. And he said it himself. Like, he didn't show it much because he had his own defense mechanism, which was humor. But, his boat was his way of escaping. And that's telling that we didn't see the boat at least once in the season. As soon as Ryan showed up, he had another escape. He had someone to, have his back, someone that always was there to help him out.
Someone to talk to.
Yes, and then after that, everything changed when the Fire Nation. Basically, everything changed, and he even got Summer out of it. But it's like, when he's saying, it's not the same being friends with Summer and being friends with Ryan, it's totally true, because first of all, a girlfriend is not the same as a brother, for sure. Like, the amount of trust, what's going on, the stuff they do together, that's completely different. And the meaning behind that person is different. Ryan might not be his girlfriend, but he changed everything.
He was his first friend.
Yeah, he was the catalyst to a lot of his confidence and self-confidence issues being fixed, or being on their way to being fixed. So yeah, he's going back on that boat. The way he left is a bit alarming, leaving only a note. Like, that's gonna for sure mess things up.
Do you think that his parents knows that he left?
Well, I mean, she could be crying for both, but I think they would be freaking out a little bit more if they realized that Seth had gone too.
Yeah, maybe.
So maybe they did not find the letters yet. But Summer, how is she going to react? He left without telling her.
Yeah.
And they are not going to be happy either. And who knows how we're going to see him again next season. If he comes back or if they go get him.
It's gonna go back with a long beard and a
Shit ton of stories.
Volley beach ball Wilson.
Yeah, something like that. I'm not happy that he changed his style, but I think in a way, he does need to get away and deal with his emotions because he clearly did not deal with them when Ryan left. Ryan made an effort, but he's aware. Yeah, the worst is Ryan is aware that he's hurting all of them, but he's still making that choice. So it's got to be worse on him. But for them, there's no way. Like, it's not like they can justify it to themselves. You know, he's leaving us for a good reason, but they don't connect to that reason. You know? So, yeah, it's got to be hard for them to deal with it. And it's got to be hard for Ryan to, you know, let go of the guilt of, I'm abandoning them.
This is really complicated.
But it's teen drama.
I know.
I love it. I love it.
I know.
And we did have a wedding. I love weddings and teen dramas. I think no wedding I have seen ever in a teen drama show can beat Blair's wedding in Gossip Girl. But, because it was just that beautiful. But, and emotional.
Yeah.
But, not the last one, like the first one. Yeah. Because of the Vera Wang dress too, that was amazing. But this one, we're not rooting for them, but...
I did say that I thought that at first, maybe they would not get married at the end of the episode, but she didn't learn that he is gonna be broke.
No, but she's on her way to perhaps figuring it out.
Yeah.
She at least knows that Marissa is not coming back because she wants to. And I think it's it does better drama that, you know, she gets to marry him now and he's having financial issues and Sandy tried to help and that's a no-go. So for sure he's gonna be in some shit next season financially. And with all the problems that she had with Jimmy and now she's gonna have that with him. And you add to that the fact that if she finds out what happened between Marissa, it might change things too. Basically, Julie is not set to have a happy season 2.
Well, and a happy beginning at least.
To be fair, like the whole financial thing happening, I had a feeling last episode that what he was doing was more than just screwing them over for more money.
He already did in the past.
It's still, you know, trying to screw over people because you messed up. You know, you are the one that basically led your company into that hole.
Yeah, but the thing with Caleb is he doesn't say what's going on to Kirsten or to Sandy. So he could have maybe explained the situation and Sandy would not have make a fit out of it.
I think he still would have because he doesn't like Caleb. That was his dream. That was a restaurant he wanted to build with Jimmy for his sake. And Caleb got into that situation by himself. True. With all the deals, with all the messed up stuff he did. Uncle Sean and stuff like that. You know, he was bound to eventually be in trouble.
Yeah.
So I don't think Sandy, maybe not by himself, maybe Kirsten could have convinced him, but by himself, he would probably not have wanted to help out Caleb by sacrificing his dream. With that said, he is also prone to changing his mind when it comes to Caleb because Kirsten is linked to Caleb's future.
And speaking about that, I know that she went to work with her father when her mom got sick. So if her father needs to relocated his company because of money issues,
You think they're gonna
she can still go back to her previous job, right?
Yeah, it's complicated, I think. We'll see. You were saying maybe she can start her own company. It's possible, complicated, but possible. And it will be interesting to see how it affects her and how it might change, you know, the family dynamic and how it's going to, you know, change her as a character. But yeah. Basically, we're set for a pretty
we're gonna start the season 2 in the roller coaster,
Yeah, I mean everyone is sad, everyone is broken, everyone is going back to their defense mechanism and self-destructive, you know, mannerisms and stuff. Julie is the one that's happy, but she has rose-colored glasses right now, so we'll wait till that falls away. Jimmy and Haley seem to be pretty happy together, so at least we got that. Yeah, that was season 1. I really enjoyed it. to me, I don't think, so far, I can't say I think it beats One Tree Hill. Not to me. But I can see why people were freaking out over DOC back in the day. Maybe, sometimes when we watch it in a reaction setting, it makes for a different experience, compared to binge watching a show alone and stuff. Like, for example, One Tree Hill, I watched it when I moved to Montreal. I was completely alone in an apartment. I had nothing to do. And that show kind of got me going for at least a few weeks. So the experience behind it is also part of the reason why I love One Tree Hill. So we don't have that with DOC, but we still got to connect with the characters. We still got to connect with the story. And even if at first I thought it was very episodic.
Yeah.
Yeah. The more we went into the season, the more issues started to, take longer to get resolved. And I kind of like that because I'd rather have a problem that takes them
Time
3
to
or
be
4
resolved,
episodes. Yeah, because we get to really feel the weight of the incident and the weight of the emotions that they're dealing with, rather than just start something in an episode and finish it in that episode and be done with it. It's easier to connect when it's more on the serial format.
Yeah.
And towards, after Oliver, during the Oliver and after Oliver, it was more like that. So I really enjoyed the end of season 1, and I really liked the premise, and I'm very excited for season 2.
But to be frank with you, I do think that compared to One Tree Hill, there's not a main plot line that the series is going to.
Well, not at first.
It's mostly day-to-day life and day-to-day problem.
Yeah, like I said, episodic, but mostly in the first part of season 1. After that, Oliver, I think the Oliver situation kicked things up for me.
No, but even after the Oliver situation, yes, some problem took more time to get solved, but it's still one problem after the other. So there's not a main goal at the end of the first season. And in One Tree Hill, you got the basketball tournament that you're going to at the end of the first season, I guess.
Yeah.
So you got that, and you got the side problem while you're going to that main goal.
Yeah, we did have that talk that, the OC, you have the main characters and they all go through their things, but if you compare it, for example, to One Tree Hill, where you have that, but you have on top of that the sports side of the show, which also gives another drive to the whole story. It's kind of more full, let's say. So that's the general feel from season 1 of One Tree Hill I got. Whereas in the OC, it's mainly we're following these characters, but we're not really sure where they're going, But then, like I said, depends on the stories they're talking about. Like during the Oliver thing, which some people I think didn't like it, but I personally really enjoyed that storyline because to me it kicked things up. It was about. We had a problem. We knew we had to deal with something, and everyone was working around that problem, but towards their own stories as well. So I kind of like that. And then after that, the Theresa situation was basically starting. For sure, I thought it was at first I thought it was like an episodic thing, but then it came back, and now she's pregnant. So we're going towards something, and we're bringing back the concept of. Ryan is a guest in this house. He came from somewhere else. Let's not forget that he's part of the family, but he has a whole backstory, and he's going back to that backstory. So there's a comeback to first episode, which I kind of really like, and it's the fact that they are bringing this up and focusing on it that makes me really excited because I really enjoyed that premise. It's just that they didn't deal with it much in the first few episodes. Like episode 1 was intense, and then after that. It's kind of like we adapted so quickly that we ran right into the episodic thing. Like, let's go try to save Marissa, but then she's fine after 1 episode, and then she's not fine again. But we solved that in 1 episode.
That happened from episode 1 or 2 till the end of first season. But so then she was never really fine all along.
Some shows though we need to see the whole in order to really understand what the bigger plot points were. And that's why I think, now that we've watched season 1, we get to see that a little better. And even if they don't have that other thing, kind of like, for example, the rich and poor difference that Ryan had a problem with in the first episode could have been that other focus point, but they didn't keep it around that much. And I'm saying that, but yet they did.
Bring it up a couple of times with many different characters.
Yeah, with
Teresa and Ryan when she saw the new life that he had.
You know, but it's always something that they're gonna comment on, but it wasn't an active problem or a focus point. You know, basically he adapted so quickly. I would say
it's true that people kind of bullied Ryan at the beginning because he came from Chino and was the poor kid
in episode 1.
But after that, no comments on it.
Well, comments on it, but not an active problem. Whereas, like I said, in Montreal, we had the personal issues. Each and every character had their issues, just like in the OC. But there's that main story that's also going on with the sports. So here, I thought we lacked that in the beginning, but it's changing, and I enjoyed the direction that the second part of season 1 took, and that makes me excited for the rest of the show. And like I said, like after we're through the whole series, we can go back to watching this and be like, oh, okay, like this is what they were doing.
Now I can see.
But yeah, the characters are really, really easy to love. So I see why people were obsessed with this.
Speaking about characters, after watching the first season, which one might you say that you, for now, that you prefer?
It's difficult.
You can have more than one. For me, I think that with the humor and the personality, that'll be Seth.
Normally, Ryan would be my type of favorite character. He's definitely got the personality, I would say. Seth does steal the show, unfortunately, for Ryan. I think that's something that many fans agree on. It's a Teen Wolf situation all over again for me.
Well, I'll say that, okay, Seth and Sandy are really good.
Sandy's pretty characters. Good too. The thing is, it's kind of, like I said, it's kind of like Teen Wolf. I really enjoy Seth, just like I really enjoyed Styles. I don't think I like Ryan as much as I used to like Scott in Teen Wolf. Because...
Too much brooding?
Not too shit on Ryan. Sometimes he lacks depth, I would say. He's a bit the same all the time, you know? But he got his moments. He got his moments. He does. So, as a character, as a normal character that I would usually root for, Ryan is my favorite. But I gotta say that Seth steals the show. So I would say, I'll tell these two together especially are probably the best.
Okay. Best couple. Teen and adult. Not both together, but teen and adult.
Seth and Summer. I'm rooting for Marissa and Ryan too, though. But I think right now, Seth, it's because of the vibe they give.
The chemistry between
Ryan
the
and
two?
Marissa, they both have chemistry with each other. I would say Ryan and Marissa give more of a tragic lover vibe, and Seth and Summer give more of a soulmate, happy couple vibe. So
they're the Ellie and Nathan couple.
Yeah, definitely.
From the show.
Yeah, basically it starts working early in season 1, and you know that it's gonna go for the whole show, basically. Whereas Ryan and Marissa are the Peyton and Lucas couple. So, and I wasn't a fan of Lucas and Peyton.
Too much drama, you might say?
No, it's just I liked Nathan more, so of course I was more into his story. But and here it's different because, like I said, Ryan is typically the character I would normally root for. It's just that I found that Seth would steal the scenes often. But I care less. I get emotionally involved whenever Seth has something going on, but I care less about what's happening to him than I care about what's happening to Ryan, you know?
Yeah.
So it gets complicated there.
No, well, I can see it because what's happening to Ryan is bigger,
more intense,
bigger problem. But when Seth is on screen, his personality and his character is more captivating.
Well,
so I can see why you will be split between these two.
As an actor, he does that too. He did the same in Gilmore Girls. So there you go. But what about you?
Gilmore Girls?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he played Lane's first boyfriend.
Oh, true! You're right! I forgot about it.
But you
Oh,
forgot about it. We actually never really
no,
watched it.
No, but I remember now, I've seen him, and it's true that for the short time that I saw him, I really like his character.
Well, he was basically Seth, but
Yeah.
as a musician.
Yeah.
So there you go. What about you? What's the couple you root for?
I might say teenagers, that'll be Seth and Summer too.
Adults?
Adult, that'll be
Sandy and Kirsten.
Sandy and Kirsten, all the way.
I mean, it's not like we have many good couples as adults that we can root for.
Yeah.
Julie and Caleb. Although like Haley and Jimmy are good
But-
together, but I don't really root for. You know, I'm not invested in Haley.
No,
so.
we don't see that much of them. But Kirsten and Sandy are for me a good example of a good partnership with a husband and a wife.
At least for now, it could change. It's a teen drama.
It could change. But when you got problem with your significant other, you can be angry, you can have fights, but you need to talk things through and communicate. And at the end of the day, you need to become happy with each other.
Like, let's be real. Like, Sandy is probably one of the best characters on this show, too. You
Yes.
gotta admit.
Yes. MVP.
Yeah, I mean, he's pulled through a couple times.
Okay, I know that we say it a lot, but for the first season, which one would you think had the better character development? I said Luke.
In one season?
In one season, yeah. I Luke for sure, because he
had a
changed so
fucking
much
great-
in the first
yeah,
episode.
he changed so much. They all had some form of character development in first season, and I mean it's saying a lot because one season is normally not enough to completely change a character. So that's why we're going back to the issues because they're not completely gone yet. Marissa was in a fucking terrible place at the beginning of the season, and she was barely fine at the end of it. So I can't really talk about character development when it comes to her. She was on her way towards a better situation. So I can't say much about Marissa. Summer changed a lot.
Yeah, she did.
A lot. And it happened when we talk about character development, it's the change, but also how it happened. I can't say for sure. Like, I would say Seth also changed a lot with his confidence, but then for him, it seemed to happen so fast that I can't really say he's got the best character development. Whereas, same with Ryan, he came in a certain way, and then it's like he adapted so quickly. We can't really talk about character. Although they had issues that they had to work with, we can't really talk about character development yet. So Summer, Luke were probably the ones that changed the most in the longest time. Like, they took their time to change, so it made it more relevant. Okay. I think, considering we had a feeling that Summer was eventually gonna be fine, because we knew right away, like, she's got a mask, she's pretending. It was easier to accept. So I would say Luke had the more drastic change, because he rebelled against that a lot.
Yeah, he did.
It did happen fast after his dad's situation.
Yeah, but he lost everything at school.
It was understandable.
His friends, his reputation. So
yeah.
He went on us. He was an outcast so fast.
I think it's also, if you think about character development and how much we like it, like, if you look at how we treated Luke in the first episode versus how we treated him in the last episode we saw him.
Yeah, we changed a lot,
Yeah. So I would say, I think Luke's change in this season was the best. And he's the character that I never thought I was going to support. And he's like, fuck, he changed so much and now he's gone.
Thank God we saw that he could have potential in the first episode.
Yeah, and by the way, speaking of characters that are gone, all out good characters that changed things, Anna.
Yeah, you're right.
She did she was a real MVP. Because of her, so much good stuff happened. And so drama too, but not because of her.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is turning into the sort of conversation we would normally have at the end of the show. So we're gonna stop it here. It is the end of the season, but we have like 4 seasons to go through, so much could still happen. I'm very, very excited still for season 2, and I'm excited to see what type of problems they're gonna bring back. Gotta keep on your toes. Gotta stay, keep the creative minds working if you want to, do a teen drama show, because it's got to stay relevant.
Yeah. Alright, so thank you guys for watching this finale with us.
Yes.
If you want to watch the season 2, it's gonna be already up on our Patreon. The link is down below. So
Season 2, episode 1.
Yeah, season 2, episode 1.
Yeah, it's gonna be on Patreon already. Link in the description. If you want to watch it on YouTube, it's gonna be out next week. So we'll see you then, guys.
Alright, so thanks for watching and see you next week.
Bye.